Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm your host, Laura.
And I'm May.
And today we have a hodgepodge episode. It's January. There is a lot going on in the news. I'm going to be covering the important things. This 0% alcohol White Claw that just hit the market.
Gross.
The university chancellor who got fired for posting porn that he was in.
Oh.
He was in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
A star.
Yeah, he is a star. And then the Pope has some controversial takes on surrogacy. May, what you got?
Wouldn't say. Okay, cool. I have... Okay. I also have very important topics. I have 2 Florida men and 1 mouse. So we'll get into that.
I'm concerned.
Okay.
All right. Well, enjoy.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money
Hold
from
on.
that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's Risque Business News.
My goodness. Okay. Happy January, everybody. Hope you're not doing dry January like a fucking nerd.
Yeah, truly.
I am
what are we
hungover,
doing?
though. Yeah.
I am tired. I'm a fatigued lady. I just came back from Tampa, Florida. Bless you.
Sneezed. Ooh, I made a really ugly face before I sneezed, too. Zoom in on that.
We'll clip it. We'll make that.
I was like
put that
sticking my
online.
tongue out. I was like, that was awful.
Cute. Good start. We're rolling.
I'm feeling super tired lately too. I'm like, am I like, do I need to like get in the sun bed
I think
or something?
We're definitely in vitamin D deficient. I think that's New York's thing. You know, you're not cool if you're not vitamin D deficient in January, February, March, and look like shit. I was just at the Sunshine Comedy Festival, and there was all these comics there from LA, and I was like, I quit.
Yeah.
God damn it. They look so good and healthy and like calm and happy.
Yeah.
And then it was all the New Yorkers were there just like cold. It was warm and we were still cold. Like we were.
You have like a hot coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wrinkled even with Botox. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know.
This is the time of year that we're ugly. It's just what we do now. Okay.
We are very ugly this
That
time
is-
of year. It's true.
That is our culture at the moment.
Pale, gaunt, even though like chubby, but also gaunt. Like it's like
exactly.
I don't
irritable.
Yeah.
All the time. Even when I'm happy, I'm still kind of like pissy about the same time.
My eyes are itchy. It's like a disaster.
It's crazy. It was a real come to Jesus moment, sitting there in Tampa across from these girls and being like, maybe I should move.
My theory, though, for me in particular, I'm famously allergic to my own fucking cat, which is
a crazy choice. Thank God he's perfect.
He's perfect. But I live in this, 1-bedroom New York apartment. And so in the summer, I can open those windows up. I can go outside more. And like in the winter, I'm just sitting there with my cat. So therefore, I'm like breathing out of my mouth. I have like an inhaler. I have itchy red eyes.
Do you have an air purifier?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I was about to like change your life with that, but you already have it.
I already have it.
Now you're
Yeah,
fucked.
I'm like hanging on by a thread at home. I'm like,
you're fucked.
I need like a CPAP just so that I can get through the night because of my
Like a
cat.
sleep
And
apnea
then
mask.
Mark will have one too. And then
Aww.
we'll be like really cute like that. Just 2 people, 40 and 33 with our breathing machines at night.
This is New Yorkers. That's our culture. Breathing
Just so that
machines at night, just so we can live.
People are going to be like, have you considered rehoming? Well, don't you fucking dare. No, we are keeping
I'll
the
rehome
cat.
myself first. I'll put myself on the streets before this cat goes on the street. Are you
Truly.
kidding?
Oh,
Absolutely not.
All right, so we're heinous. So let's talk about some stories. You want me to start?
Let me start because I think this first one goes really well off of what we were just talking about with Dry January.
Let's do it.
White Claw. We know White Claw.
We sure do.
White Claw, an alcoholic seltzer. Why did that come around? Because people really like seltzer waters, right? And they were like, what if this had a little kick to it? What if this was alcoholic? So White Claw became a thing. So now White Claw has decided to turn its back on its culture and release a 0% alcohol version, what other people might refer to as a normal seltzer water. What are you fucking doing?
Do they taste like White Claws? Because no one's drinking White Claws for the taste. By
Exactly.
the way. I'd
You-
rather have a regular like Hall's fucking
add
seltzer.
anything, a little Spindrift, a little
Spindrift.
Yeah, amazing. And
So
like
good.
not cheap. case of those is like $10 or so. But here's the thing: case of non-alcoholic White Claws, $17.49.
Oh my God.
So, what a grift! This is incredible.
That is. Yeah.
Like, you can pay double what you'd pay for a much more delicious, normal fucking water.
That's crazy.
To have the shitty, like, it kind of hurts your stomach
Yeah.
flavor of a non-alcoholic White Claw. What if I right now was just drinking one of those? I would never.
Never.
I would never.
Oh my God. I keep forgetting this. Fuck. There's non-alcoholic beers that we're supposed to try on the show.
Oh,
that are at my house.
And that makes sense. Because
I'm going to do it. I swear. If you're listening to the podcast, I'm bringing them
bring
over.
them on Tuesday.
I'll bring them on Tuesday. Okay, great.
You heard it. We locked that in. If a non-alcoholic beer makes sense to me, I will say that, because if you like the taste of beer, there's really no other place to go for that taste.
Have I told you the story about my sister and Heineken Zeros when she was pregnant?
No.
My sister was like super pregnant, very visibly pregnant, obsessed with beer. She was like, I'm having these crazy cravings for beer. So she started drinking Heineken Zeros. And so she'd be like sitting on the couch, just like cranking through beers. Like she'd be like driving in her car, just visibly pregnant, drinking a Heineken Zero. People are like, what the fuck?
A cop is looking at her just like, it's a cool mom.
Yeah.
That lady fucking gets it. She's canonical Massachusetts mom right
Yeah,
there.
truly. She's got her Dunkies and her Heineken Zeros, ripping them.
That's so funny. Turns instantly into like a 55-year-old divorced dad.
Yeah.
Good for her. Good for her. That's hilarious.
Yeah, those Heineken Zeros are pretty legit, though. They taste like pretty close to the real thing. So
everybody
FYI.
Everybody at the clubs right now is doing dry January, which has been honestly a real thorn in my side.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because I don't mind a sober audience on occasion, but let's be real, comedy is better with alcohol. It just is.
Just like one or two. But then if they're too drunk, then that's
a whole other
horrible.
problem. But this is the thing. So now you have the people who are normal drinking. So like I did a show last night where it was like 1/3 of the crowd. It was a late night Saturday show.
Yeah.
So they're blacked out.
Yeah.
Which is, what they should be doing. Like, not necessarily should be doing, but it's like a not unusual situation.
Yeah.
But then I mixed that with 2/3 of the crowd stone cold sober.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
That is a strange energy to walk into. And
Yeah.
you're like, is anybody fucking? And
Is anybody fucking?
The crowd is like,
fucking?
who's fucking? That's my go-to joke. And most of the crowd is just upset with the rest of the crowd. So there's just tension everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and I mean, like sober people are always super sanctimonious too, and it's like, you know what? Like that's
happy
your
for you.
business, but like, be like, if you're gonna go out, still like have fun, be jovial, like have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're so like reserved and better than you and all this shit.
I think it's also like people who are sober are usually like pretty normal, because I think they get used to it over time and are like, okay, if I want joy, I need to like, participate in joy.
Yeah, like some of the people that were sober at my wedding were like the lives of the party.
Exactly.
Like everyone remembers them.
Joe List.
Joe List was like the life of the party.
I was
Andy Haynes
shocked
had a great
he
time.
wasn't on drugs. I was
know.
like, good for you. This
know.
guy is going into his just like energy reserve in his soul.
It was inspiring.
It was
honestly.
really cool.
Yeah,
it was very cool. And that's my point, is like people who are used to that just like are in the mix versus someone who just is brand new sober. You're like, okay. Well.
Yeah.
And I guess it's a learned thing. If you have a problem, address your problem. But if you're just being annoying, I don't like it.
Agreed.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Drink your fucking White Claw Zeros
Yeah.
at home, okay?
Or bring them to a club and I will rip you apart. If I see a White Club Zero at a BYOB show or something like that, I'm just like, no, you got to go.
Remember being super broke in your early 20s? Like I would sneak in Bud Lights to bars, like Bud Light cans, and they would be like, man, we don't serve that here. I was like, oh, fuck. I would just walk into a bar with a backpack full of Bud Lights. That was me.
That's so funny. I swear, attractive women pull some crazy shit, especially when you're young.
Oh,
like
and
egregious.
we were so confident.
The boldness to
Yeah.
just bring your own case of beer to a bar.
Crazy.
And you're like 19. They're like,
thought-
you're not even of age. All of this is wrong, top to bottom.
I thought nothing of it.
And
I
they're
was like, this makes a lot of sense to me.
you can stay though, because like the guys are buying drinks around you. So that's fine. We're fine with that. Anyway, that's all I have to say about White Claw, but I just want us all to be aware that that hit the market, and if you buy it, I'm going to make fun of you.
Oh, yeah. It's a horrible buying decision. I'm actually, here's what, though. I want to try one just to see what
That's
it tastes
true.
like.
That's true.
Watch, it's like the most delicious seltzer water ever. But
They nail seltzer water.
Yeah.
We're like, I didn't know it could be better.
I think Spindrift's my favorite.
Spindrift is great.
Well, I don't know. You get those Waterloo ones. Those are pretty good,
those
too.
are really good too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of depends on what you want. Spindrift feels more like real juice, which I think it technically is.
Yeah, it's like real fruit juice in there.
So it's a little heavier. You know what I mean? Like it feels like a little bit more.
Yeah, there's
I hate myself,
17
too.
full
I understand.
calories in this.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, it's really just like it's like a meal. You know,
Oh my god.
versus like Waterloo and LaCroix are more just easy drinking. They're the
Yeah.
Bud Light. Of,
Yeah, yeah. I like LaCroix. People have turned their back on it, but
I
or La Croix if you're
La Croix.
fancy.
Certain flavors of La Croix are garbage,
Yeah.
but certain are just top.
Fucking hate that coconut shit.
Matt loves it. I'm like,
Ugh.
that's a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a red flag.
Clocked.
You should put your own fiance on Are We Dating the Same Guy and be like, he drinks the coconut La Croix.
That'd
Should
be
I
really, really
break
funny.
up with him?
We're both in this Facebook group right now that we're like not allowed to talk about, but it's like Fight Club for women.
Yes.
I love it. Are we dating the same guy? And it's like for each different city, and people would just post problematic men from the community that they've had encounters with, and other people will be like, "Oh, I had the same crazy encounter with him," and then we can just search because half of the male comics in fucking New York are on this thing.
It's crazy.
It's great. I highly recommend you join this Facebook group.
Yeah, it's really fun. But I will say, I feel bad. Like some of the posts are literally just like trigger warning. This man didn't like me, and I'm like, okay. And it's next to a post that's like, this guy beat me to a bloody pulp and I have like a fucking restraining order. And then the next one's like, he didn't tip the waiter. I'm like,
This man stole my identity.
yeah, like that's like these are the things that are just
really
like popping up.
is.
It's really
It's a mix of
entertaining.
seriousness.
It's very entertaining. And I mean, holy shit, like men out there, you better be treating people well on these dating apps because you will get fucking blasted. It's like kind of
crazy.
scary. It's like
I do feel bad on occasion because there's
Yes.
definitely, but I will say the women are pretty like, women love hating on each other. Like that's like a huge hobby for women.
yeah.
Like, they love it. So especially
True.
online. Oh my God, this is mixing two of their favorite things. So a lot of the time someone will post something and then women will come the fuck after the girl in the comments and be like, he didn't do anything wrong.
yeah.
Which is kind of awesome to watch. It's great entertainment.
Which is like fair to say in some cases, like, the Aziz Ansari girl. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like you like almost ruined this guy's life because you had a really bad date. Like, I don't know,
Like,
who cares?
Cool it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or they're like, he ghosted me. And I'm like, I mean,
He's allowed to, it's
That
not
is-
nice, but he's allowed to do that. Like
It's
I've
not-
ghosted people before as well. It's not nice. I wouldn't do it now as a 33-year-old, but when I was 23, yeah. I
it's
ghosted
also
people.
not worth posting, like putting them on blast in a group because they
No.
ghosted you.
Yeah, there's a difference between someone doing something harmful to you and your feelings being hurt.
Yeah.
Those are two separate things, and people don't seem to understand that. But
Yeah. But the group's gotten pretty good at moderating that, which I
Yeah.
enjoy watching. I highly recommend. It's reality television brought to you by Facebook.
Oh, it's so fun. It's very fun. Well, for us, it's probably not fun for the men that are out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. I have some crazy stories. First one. Okay, there was a man arrested after allegedly molesting a manatee statue at a Florida restaurant.
What the fuck are you saying right now? Also, 0% surprised that sentence has Florida in it. Molesting a statue?
Yes, he
Of
was
a
molesting
manatee.
a statue. He
What does
also
that
so a guy
mean?
from Pittsburgh, this guy Anthony Lessa, a 23-year-old. That is the peak time.
He wasn't even a Florida man?
No, he was
was-
he was visiting Florida from Pittsburgh. So he got the Florida in him once he went there. He was like,
okay.
okay, let's do it. And he was also once he got kicked out of the restaurant, he went into his car and he got deep fried gator nuggets and then he threw them into the restaurant.
Those are expensive too. He was clearly pissed.
Yeah, I know, right?
Gator nuggets? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So apparently he was like wicked fucked up. Obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
He seemed like he was on drugs as well as very drunk. So it was at a place called Rick's Reef Restaurant in St. Pete. So go visit there, I guess, if you want to see a really fucking sexy manatee.
Man, I was in St. Pete 2 days ago. I wish I'd gone and checked out Rick's Reef.
Yeah.
Molested a manatee.
I
How does
know.
one molest a manatee statue?
I don't know. So it just says that he allegedly molested a plastic manatee located in the parking lot.
Was he like humping it or something?
Probably
like,
humping it. Probably like, I don't fucking know. Putting his hands at the manatee's
butthole.
I don't fucking know.
You know how serious you have to molest a manatee in Florida for them to get mad at you. Like,
Yeah.
the statue, obviously, if a real manatee. If you touch a real manatee, they're like, we're going to shoot you.
Really?
Oh, they are very protected in Florida.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Florida's a funny place.
It is a really
They
funny
have some of
place.
their rules, and they're like, no, that's a hard rule. That is
Yeah.
a line in the sand.
Yeah.
But this kind of behavior, I feel like they see that all the time.
Oh, definitely. People just on bath salts, sticking their fingers up manatees' assholes.
What was so funny about the show I did in St. Pete is it was at this like non-traditional comedy venue.
Yeah.
And they had the audio from the mic blasting onto the street.
No. Oh my God. There's like families, and you're like, anyway, I don't do anal.
Exactly.
That's my act. Very highbrow.
But all of us, I mean, like Karen Fian was doing her act right before.
Oh, wow.
I walk
She's
up
dirty.
and I go, I adore her, but it's if you just walk up and start hearing random lines from it, you're like, what the fuck is happening right now? It was a great time. So that's the kind of shit that's happening in St. Pete right now. So point being that this shocked them. That guy did something crazy to that manatee for sure.
Yeah. I know. I wish there was like video of it. That would be really fun. Yeah. Probably be grainy like the fucking alien videos too, though.
If he wants to be a guest on the pod, come on by. We'll talk you through it. We'll eat gator nuggets all together.
Yeah, that would be fun. Apparently also when they were like trying to talk to him, he had really bad short-term memory, so I think he was like really fucked up.
Yeah.
Because he was like, why am I being arrested? And they would tell him, and then he would ask another like 30 seconds later.
Oh, he was blacked out.
Yeah, he was blacked out.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
That's such an embarrassing way to wake up the next morning and be like, I did what to the manatee?
I know.
It was like, I
know.
asked for her consent though.
I
so
kind of
it's-
feel bad for saying his full name, to be honest.
Yeah, what was
But
it?
we don't have to say it again. Whatever.
You can look it up. It's on Huffington.
It's
Huffington
on
Post.
Huffington Post.
Very serious organization.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do this one next. I feel like it's also sexual in nature. The university chancellor for Wisconsin La Crosse. He's been chancellor since 2007, and he was just fired after his porn career with his wife came to light.
With his wife? Wow, that is romantic.
It's so funny. I started this story being like, oh, I bet he's like some creepy dude. Like it's going to be like a, lewd, like get him out of here. And then I was like, I think I love him.
Yeah, that is really adorable.
Yeah.
I actually, 2 thumbs way up. Mark, I want to have a porn career with you.
You heard it here first, folks. So the guy in question, you can use him as inspiration. This is Joe Gao.
He's really hot.
He's a hot older dude. Probably like in his, what do you think? Like early
60s or
60s?
No, late 60s.
Late 60s?
Yeah, he's like pretty fucking old looking.
Yeah. So he's an older man. He, as I mentioned, was chancellor since 2007. He, has been with his wife, Carmen Wilson, who was a former professor at UW La Crosse. And they had been making pornographic videos together and published 2 books together about making adult films.
Wow.
This is the 2 of them.
Great.
She
Wow, he
looks-
looks much less hot in that photo. He looks very creepy in that photo.
In this photo, he looks like a porn star
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
vibe. Yeah, absolutely. But again, he's like a normal professional dude. Like, his hairline's a little better in this one, I think, and that helps.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely helps.
They're vegans.
Just get the plugs, men. Just do it. Just
Oh,
get
yeah.
the plugs. Honestly, just go to Turkey
What
and
are-
get it done.
or just pay the money. Like, just
Pay
make
the
it
money.
happen.
Just do it.
It-
It's your life. It's literally your fucking life. Okay.
Anyway, so Joe Gao, get the plugs.
Sorry.
But he is like a healthy dude. Like him and his wife are both vegan. I looked at their Twitter account and they mostly post vegan recipes and then like links to the articles about their fucking porn.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well,
They're so cute.
I don't know why. Actually, I do know why I know this. Zach Russell, friend of the pod, his girlfriend is vegan, and she was telling me, I was like, I don't want to think about Zach in that way, that you can get harder and better ejaculation if you're vegan. That's what she says. And I was
I
like,
don't believe that. I'm
and
gonna be
I was
honest.
like, shut up.
Also, yeah, that is. I hate everything about this conversation.
Yeah. But that's what she said. And I don't know. I think it might be a myth too, because it's like, I don't know. They also say that if men eat pineapple, that it tastes good. Like
It doesn't.
No, it fucking
no,
doesn't.
it doesn't. I've done
bad.
some
Done the
tests-
research.
Done some tests because desperate times call for desperate measures. Doesn't help. Doesn't do
Yeah.
anything except for maybe make you a little healthier. But I don't care about that. I don't care about impact to me, and it didn't matter. But anyway, so Joe is vegan. I don't know about his ejaculation. I didn't look that deep into it.
yeah.
I did not peruse their OnlyFans, which is a thing they have.
Great.
Very cute. Going a little bit back, I'm like, what is kind of the context of this gentleman who becomes a university chancellor, which is a pretty, like, that's a prestigious job.
Is it? I don't even. What does that mean?
I think it's like, I don't know, actually, exactly. I think it's like in line with like being like the president almost.
Oh.
Chancellor of a university. What do?
Yeah.
Responsible for the quality and effectiveness of all programs and for establishing a culture of compliance and dedicating university resources as necessary to ensure that research is conducted in accordance with all federal, state, and local regulations. That got really boring at the end of
that
it.
did get very
It started
boring.
fun and then it got
Yeah.
really like a real fucking job.
I would never want to be involved in any way, shape, or form with higher education. You can't even be a porn star. You can't do
even be a
anything.
porn
You have to be
star.
like fuck. You like for some reason you have to act like a Mormon too.
Yeah. Well, and that's like, so now that's kind of calling all this into question. So Chancellor is the chief officer at a campus and the president is in charge of the system. Okay. Doesn't really fucking matter. Point is, he is important. And I think he like, it's like a, you know, a job that has, it's kind of like being like a CEO or COO of a big company kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it's a big job. This guy's kind of like non-conventional, clearly. He started at NYU, of course he did, where he was playing music with his band in the early 1980s. So he like, you know, was studying there. Then he transferred to Pennsylvania State University, became a journalism major. At one point, he even had, in his journalism little mini career, taken on Republican state lawmakers' anti-abortion views. Cool dude.
Progressive man.
Progressive man. Yep. Like very, very white dude in the early 80s. But he seems like he was like a, you know, free spirit is what it sounds like.
Yep.
Another time he wrote about one of the paper's major advertisers and the editor refused to run the column. So he quit the paper.
Oh.
So he stands by like his convictions. It sounds like he's like a normal, you know,
Yeah.
has some moral compass.
And he
stuff
has this
like that.
adorable little side hustle with his wife.
He first met his wife at a higher education conference in 2006, which ironically he was there to potentially become the one of the chairs of the chancellor's. Oh, she was the chair of the chancellor's search committee, and he was one of the potential candidates.
Okay.
So she was kind of involved.
God, so many
in-
made up jobs in higher
I
education,
know.
aren't there?
What are we doing? It's
Yeah,
that's
the
why we're in
recruiter for the
student loan.
chancellor specifically. What?
Yeah, relax.
What are you talking about? Okay.
No, it's because they can't use Excel. So they're like, we have to hire all these other people
Right.
who know how to use Microsoft Suite products. So no one notices I can't do it. So he was there to potentially be like, you know, picked. She really liked him. One of the reasons she liked him, she literally in an interview said she had noticed the slightly frayed suit jacket of this man. That's a weird takeaway.
Yeah.
She's like, he looked unprofessional.
Yeah.
And I'm into that.
He looked like he didn't want the job very much. Yeah.
No. We're going to give it to him. She said he was down to earth, which was what she liked. They worked together at the university for 5 years. And it was a strictly professional relationship for that period. I'll believe it when I fucking see it.
Yeah.
Because they were both married.
Ooh.
Yes. But she left in 2011 to go lead UW Rock County, so another school. And they kept interacting because they were both on like some like, you know, industry events sort of situation.
Yeah.
The UW Board of Regents meetings. Sure. They were both attending those. They both divorced in 2012, I guess, or some period. And then they started dating in 2013.
Oh, so they were having an affair. I don't like them anymore.
Probably. But I mean, you don't know how serious. And also it could be that they did this. There is a possibility for them to do this on the up and up, you know?
Yeah.
I don't love it, but I love everything else. So I'm going to allow it in
Right.
this instance.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Fine.
And they had bonded over being vegans, which at that time was less mainstream. It's true.
That is
true.
true.
That was
Yeah.
before Melissa Wood Health.
I know.
Can you imagine a time before?
That is big no. I can't.
And he was pretty good at his job. It was the only one within the UW system to avoid furloughs and layoffs when COVID-19 hit. And then the other schools were grappling with multi-million-dollar deficits, and he had a balanced budget there. So it sounds like he was doing a great job. But then all of a sudden, shit hit the fan, or cum hit the fan, rather.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Okay. Messy.
Gross. They, when they started, when they got married, started dating, they had kind of bonded over their sexuality. Their previous marriages had been unfulfilling sexually, I guess, which is one of the reasons they, broke up.
Yeah.
And they decided that they wanted to get into weirder stuff. God bless, go crazy. They went and bought a video camera from Best Buy. And then they learned about this professional production company called XXX Autica. That was the conference where they got connected to these production companies.
Okay.
And they wanted to start doing amateur, classy, high quality porn. And they were like, we have money to put behind the tech in order to do so.
Yeah.
So they did. They also said that this industry is highly regulated, requiring them to get tested for, at that period, COVID-19. And then also good old fashioned STDs. In the weeks leading up to
Are they just having
shoot.
sex with each other? Or are they having sex with other people?
They have sex with each other, and then in some of their videos, they'll have it with other people too.
Okay.
So it's like they're porn. They're doing all the porn star activities,
Right.
which is. They are not making money off this, which I think is slightly important note. Is it's definitely a hobby.
It's
Definitely for his pleasure.
Yeah.
and her pleasure. For their pleasure, not for their monetary pleasure. He estimates that they spent $80,000 in production and travel costs over the years.
This is a really big hobby for them.
Yeah.
They couldn't take up kayaking or something.
No,
They had to
absolutely.
take
Though if you kind of think about it, they've been doing it for 10 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
it's $8,000 a year. And then I would spend that, I don't know.
I'll probably do that with my fucking comedy.
I know. It's so embarrassing. Okay. But yes.
No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're break even at this point. But they had a couple paid subscribers, and the money from the advertising revenue on the free porn websites was really, really minuscule. I think they're also going to completely downplay any of the money components while they're in this what I think is going to probably end up being the case.
Oof.
Okay. We'll see. They also wrote 2 books together and sold them on Amazon. I want to note a lot of this had their pictures on it. It wasn't like they were hiding.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Yeah.
They were very open about things. They did use a pen name for the books themselves, which was under Gary and Jay Hart, but they kind of referenced themselves in the little about the author section. You could have figured it out. And I think their pictures were on their book jacket and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The books were called Married with Benefits, Our Real Life Adult Industry Adventures, and Monogamy with Benefits, How Porn Enriches Our Relationship.
Oh. It only has 3 stars. That's really embarrassing.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
Stick to getting plowed.
Yeah.
Or running a university.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
One of the 2 things.
That these chancellors of the fucking university can't even write a good publication. Talk about a horrible endorsement for your higher education.
Absolutely. That's
needs.
kind of the deal. Shouldn't you be able to get some grad students to punch it up a little bit?
Punch it up.
They, as I mentioned, they used their real photos on all their social media profiles where they were doing their advertising. Their moniker was Sexy Happy Couple. That is also their Twitter handle where they tweet their vegan recipes. And
oh my God, that's so funny that it just between literally shots of his dick doing God knows what, then there's just fucking vegan.
Yeah, they're and this is the Reuben fake sandwich that we had.
Yummy.
Oh, man. Yeah. Passionate, plant-powered couple cooking, conversing, and shooting with top adult video stars. Visit our loyal fans and OnlyFans sites for fully explicit scenes.
So how are they not getting paid on OnlyFans? They were just giving it out for free?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. And that's the thing is I'm sure the numbers are this isn't a accurate accounting of everything. And also they probably, so one thing I will say is that this isn't the first time that he got in trouble at the university for something like this. In 2018, he got in hot water. Well, this is related. But he had invited porn star Nina Hartley to speak on campus as part of a Free Speech Week event.
Oh.
And he was reprimanded and denied a raise that year for this invitation, even though he was why?
Yeah, I don't really get that. Who cares?
Honestly, this university sounds fucking lame.
Yeah, fuck that
prudes.
university. Yeah, right?
He, but here's the thing. He and Wilson had previously filmed a sex video with her.
Oh. Well,
which that came out later on, so that's not why they were mad at him at the time.
Yeah,
but
unless somebody saw it and they didn't say that they saw it or something.
Maybe.
You know.
That would be crazy if you were like jerking off or like, masturbating or something.
you're
And all
like,
of a sudden,
"Is
is that
that-"
the Chancellor?
Yeah, literally.
She's very pretty
See,
too.
this is what I don't. I've used to have a joke about this, but I really mean it. I'm like, I don't understand porn stars where I'm like, do you guys have like families? Like,
Yeah.
because like even if you don't have like a brother or like a dad, sorry,
Wasn't the joke that you thought they were all orphans?
I thought that they were all orphans. Like not even that. I thought that reality stars were all orphans too, because I was like, I cannot fucking believe they're going on TV and embarrassing themselves. But like, imagine like I have like a brother and a dad and like many male cousins. Like I can't just be naked places that like they could be scrolling on Pornhub and like see their fucking cousin. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, go off, I guess. But yeah, people clearly don't care anymore.
I guess not.
And to be fair, I guess you're sounding a little bit like their university over here.
I guess so.
You
I
are
guess I'm
sounding like a
fucking
prude.
Yeah.
And these people would agree with you.
Yeah.
The university was pissed when it came out. The system regent's president, Karen Walsh, of course her name is Karen. That name is going to get not popular.
Oh, are you kidding?
We're
There's
about
going to be like 3. I bet you this year there's probably like 3 Karens named.
Absolutely.
Literally.
That is, it's gone. And they're all
It's
changing
gone.
their name to like Karen, like
Yeah.
Keren.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm Karen, not Karen.
That's so funny.
She said that the gal had showed a reckless disregard for his role. The outrage over his behavior is evidenced by the unanimous vote by the UW Board of Regents, to terminate him as chancellor. We are alarmed and disgusted by his actions, which were wholly and undeniably inconsistent with his role as a chancellor. I don't. Why though?
Yeah, but like what? Like, cause like, well, I guess the filming of it, because it's like if you were just having these crazy threesomes with your wife, like it's none of their fucking.
It's
business.
none of their business. But even the filming of it, I'm like, unless there's a portion of his contract that says you're not allowed to do something explicit like that, or have another job.
Yeah, yeah,
But like technically, why does it matter?
yeah. I could see both sides, I guess.
I think it goes back to like America, like being like little Puritans.
Oh, totally.
So they were just like, it's not illegal. Everybody's consenting. It's in your free time. It's not impacting
It's
the
not
university.
impacting
You're
his
clearly
job.
doing a great job.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he?
Yeah. I mean, well, the couple data points that we have to go off of, it sounds
Okay.
like he had the balanced budget and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is a good sign. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. But the fact that they said that it was disgusting is also crazy.
Yeah, it's not disgusting. I mean, it's unorthodox.
It's unorthodox.
For a chancellor to be doing those things. I also would not categorize it as disgusting. I think it's actually pretty fucking cute. He's
It
doing it
is
with his
cute.
wife.
I know. God
Yeah.
forbid that they like have a good,
See, that's what I like about this couple, though, because I feel like so many couples, like a guy would like secretly want to do this so bad and then like hide it behind. And it's like, just talk to your fucking wife. Just, usually people are much cooler than you give them credit
especially
for.
in this day and age. I think it's
Yeah.
become so much more mainstream, and it kind of goes to show. I'm sure that the people on this board are older, and it might be a more I'm not sure. Wisconsin, probably a mix.
I don't know.
Maybe it's more conservative. I don't know what the specific region that they're in. And they probably just got like all of them were together just being like, we're not comfy. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to fire you because I am not confident in my own sex life.
Yeah.
So you gotta go.
You gotta go.
But, they had apparently been surprised that it got this big. They didn't think that there was going to be any real pushback on it because they were like, I mean, honestly, we're not very popular. Like,
Yeah.
Pornhub is enormous. There's millions and millions
Right.
and millions of videos. Like it's like a needle in a haystack. So they were like,
True.
who cares? Like, what are the odds that it comes around? But it did, and it's massive news. And honestly, now they probably have potential as a part for a career in it.
Yeah, they could just move over to that then. Good for them.
Good for them.
All right, ready for the next story?
Yeah.
Okay. I have another Florida man.
Oh my God.
So
What's he up
it's
to?
actually Florida man and combined with Dunkin, which is my favorite type of coffee. Florida man sues Dunkin over injuries following a toilet explosion.
Oh my God. Okay. Listening. Duncan, what did you do? What was in those little breakfast burritos that you're selling?
So a customer has filed a negligence lawsuit against Dunkin, claiming he was injured by an exploding toilet at one of the chains in Orlando, Florida. So Paul
Like
Kerouac.
a massive dump.
Well, get this. So Paul Kerouac is this weird last name, is seeking more than $100,000 in a lawsuit filed Wednesday in a state court, claiming he suffered severe and long-term injuries following the explosion of a toilet where he went in to go to the bathroom, and basically the toilet literally was like erupting with poop and pee, and like he came out of the bathroom just covered in feces.
Like he tried to flush it and it just freaked out.
And it started like going crazy.
all
And so
right.
he was just covered in feces. He says that he has suffered bodily injury and also emotional distress.
You know what? I actually think that he might have a case here.
He might have a case.
And
also $100,000 is not enough.
Yeah, that's I mean we know his name now in relation to an exploding toilet.
Yeah.
And he's literally never gonna live that down.
Yeah. How fucking crazy is that? And then the employee told him that they were aware with the quote problem with the toilet.
I mean, mark
Well,
it
then-
out of order.
Yeah, the toilet is no longer to be used. It's exploding poop on people, dude. Like, what the fuck?
That is crazy. I think Dunkin', just as like a gesture, should give him the money.
I know.
Just
So
like, we're sorry. Obviously, they probably have something in their insurance for like if this isn't plumbing issues happen, right?
Yeah,
it's
right.
fine. I'm sure there's some sort of policy somewhere, but they should give him the money nonetheless and free Dunkin'.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if
I don't know if I'd go
handle
back
it.
actually anymore.
Yeah.
Now I'm not.
I mean, I'm gonna go.
I'm
for the
certainly
rest
not
of
going
my
to go to the
life.
bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom at Starbucks where it belongs.
The Massachusetts-based company did not immediately respond. So we'll see
Okay.
how this
That's fine.
pans out. Did I ever tell you about? So I had a friend. I won't name her name because I think she'd be really embarrassed by the story because it's gross. But she was like walking to work and she was waiting to get like a breakfast sandwich or something like that. And she was going to work, and a homeless guy, an unhoused person, came up to her. I don't know their gender.
Human, an unhoused human.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Alien.
They came up to her and they had like reached down into their pants and then smeared poop on her leg. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then so she starts fucking crying.
And
And she's like, what the fuck is going on? So I think she was like wearing a skirt or something. And he just smeared poop on her leg and then started like smiling at her. And so she like went into a Dunkin Donuts and was like, please. She was like, I need to use your bathroom.
Oh my God.
And they were like, you have to buy something. She was like, oh my God. She was like, I have fucking homeless poop on my leg, dude, please. And then she called out sick for work. So that she could
good.
shower for 3 hours.
Yeah, she could just bleach her leg off, amputee her leg.
Yeah.
Just take it off.
Can you fucking believe
I
that?
can't want to walk anymore, not with this. That is horrifying.
I know.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
That was in Boston?
No, that was in New York.
Nah, of course it was New York.
No.
God damn it.
I know. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. This city. That's crazy. Do you have anything else on?
No, I have nothing else.
Well,
on
we'll
the
follow the
exploding
story and
toilet.
see if Duncan pulls through. They should put him in their. No, they can't do that. I don't know. How can they spin this to make it good for their brand? And I'm not seeing an option.
Ew, dude. Ugh. And also, coffee is so associated with that. It's
Yeah.
like, ugh.
They're
It's
like,
just
it'll clean you out.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not bad.
it's not
I'm
bad.
thinking about that right now.
You know what's interesting? So I've been drinking those Celsiuses, which is probably terrible.
Definitely.
for me.
Definitely.
But I've been drinking those
Watch your heart.
Celsiuses. Yeah, right. And it doesn't have the same effect. And then like I'll go and have coffee and like I'll have one sip and I'm like, oh, bathroom time.
I think there's a theory that it's hot beverages, that it's actually
Oh.
more the heat than.
No,
I don't know if that's for
'cause
sure. We should look. I don't have
iced
the time to
coffees
Google
do
it.
the trick. Let me tell you something.
Really?
Yeah.
If anybody knows, let us know. Maybe
right.
I'll look into that at some point. I should know, but let me tell you, coffee does work.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard pivot. The Pope earlier this week hit the news when he called for a worldwide ban on surrogacy.
Ban?
He does not like surrogacy, which is really random because I feel like the Catholic Church has been trying to be like cool recently.
Yeah.
They've gone on this, like, remember Shia LaBeouf just converted to Catholicism? Did you see this story?
No, I know Shia LaBeouf has had some challenges in his life.
One of them being he is now Catholic, and that is a
Yeah.
hard religion.
Yeah.
If you actually do it, if you do the real, like the mainstream version, it's pretty easy.
yeah.
It's pretty easy. You do everything you want, and then you go confess, and you're like, I'm
Yeah,
good.
right? It's like I murdered somebody. Well, I'm going to do like 20 Hail Marys
Yeah.
and I'm all good.
Those rosary beads,
Yeah.
hang them out. So anyway, But point being, Catholicism has been trying to like get back into the news in like a positive way recently.
Yeah.
They had Shia LaBeouf just converted. They recently embraced homosexuality. Like I think that they like took away some of their condemnation of same-sex couples and
that's
stuff
really
like that.
good.
Yeah, so they were like being a little bit more normal. They have a lot of ground to still cover. Don't get me wrong, you know. Got a lot of stuff the Catholics still need to get under their belt, but this one seemed like a very strange one to take issue with still. I looked a little bit more into it, and I guess I kind of see their point, but it doesn't feel like a religious issue so much. I don't know. So he said the practice of surrogacy, which helps individuals and couples have children, obviously, if you don't know, it's like, you know, third party carries your baby, exploits the women who carry them. I deem deplorable the practice of so-called surrogate motherhood, which represents a grave violation of the dignity of the woman and the child, based on the exploitation of the situations of the mother's material needs.
What? Wait, what's that mean? Like,
He
so
says
he
it's
said that so the surrogate is getting her ass kicked, is what they
is
think.
being exploited.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds like an old white guy. It sounds like he was like trying to be cool with everything as an older white man, and then all of a sudden was like, this one's too much.
And I
it's
mean,
just making me, it's like the university. It's like, it's making me uncomfy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say no for no real reason.
Yeah. I mean, this is also a strange take for them to have, because I feel like their whole stance in every religion is just have as many babies as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is just another way
No
to
birth
have
control.
more babies.
You know?
And that's so cruel to be like, oh, because you had a surrogacy, that baby's not really your kid, you know?
It's
not
very
nice.
strange. I guess I can see one of his points because I read a little bit more into it, and he said, and there's some other groups that have like kind of agreed with this, is that it's a very potentially dangerous practice in the sense of it's like turns first of all the child potentially into an object of trafficking. And his concept is that a child is always a gift and never the basis of a commercial contract. All right, listen, we're capitalists, Pope Francis, so I'm sorry. If I'm carrying someone's baby, I'm not doing it for free.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
But then he also said that the poor treatment of women is it like leads for potential exploitation of women in like underdeveloped countries.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see that, but
yeah.
that feels like one of those things where it's like, well, maybe we should just make sure they're not being exploited in this
Right.
process, not fully ban it. Like
Since when
maybe
does
make
the-
some rules.
since
That's
when-
fine with some rules.
Yeah, right? Since when does the church give a fuck about women, too?
Yeah,
This is like,
yeah.
this is kind of new. I'm like, huh. This is interesting.
I thought we were supposed to be just a vessel.
It is kind of crazy. I mean, I think, well, also, this is very interesting timing because they're like, oh, we're cool with same-sex marriages. By the way, no surrogacy. And so, like, all these same-sex marriages are like, what?
What am I supposed to do?
If I want to have a child and not adopt a child, then I have to
What's the plan here?
what's the plan? Yeah, so
But even more so, I think it's like because technically in that case they could like have sex, you know, and you know get one of the there maybe be a way around it. Versus, I think more about the barren couples, like like the I don't even know the
A
new
lot of
word.
peop-
cis relationship,
yeah,
straight, whatever, man and a woman.
yeah.
When they want to have a baby with both of their DNA and then just have that straight up carried, which could you technically have a virgin birth if you did that?
I guess so, yeah.
Maybe that's why they don't like it.
Yeah,
They're
don't
like, only Mary gets to do that.
Yeah, marry that lying whore.
I'm a virgin. No, I swear.
That's so crazy that like the whole world just for centuries and centuries has been like, yep. Crazy.
She's the world's only surrogate. Also, Jesus was born to a surrogate,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
All right. No, I don't know. I was not aware of this. Italy, Germany, France, Iceland, Spain, and China are just a few of the countries that have actually banned the practice,
Really?
citing moral and ethical concerns. I didn't realize we were even debating this.
No, me neither. I hadn't heard anything about it.
Not hit the radar whatsoever.
I'm sure you saw this. I saw like little clips on TikTok, but Khloe Kardashian has surrogacy,
Yeah.
and she had also a natural, like she carried another baby that she has.
Yeah.
And she was really, which I thought was very brave of her. She like talked a lot about, like openly about how she had a harder time connecting with the surrogacy baby.
Interesting.
And I thought that was like you know,
makes
really
sense.
hard to say, really, really, you know, bold of her to say. So I like actually like appreciate that she was able to do that. Because I feel like there's probably some women out there that are like, is this normal? And
Yeah, I think having a healthy dialogue about all
Yeah.
things motherhood has only recently hit the waves like a couple years ago. It
I
feels
know.
like.
Yeah.
I think I feel like I keep hearing about how your vagina rips open.
Yes.
Like no one
Yes.
said shit about that forever. Maybe it was hidden in one book somewhere. And now it's like I hear about that weekly.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
freaking me out. I'll
Mhm.
say that.
But they stitch you up and you're kind of like, I mean, you're not good to go, but it takes a while to heal. But like after that, like
I
you
gotta
go
say-
back, you would be, what I've heard also is like, you would be absolutely fucking amazed at what the vagina can do. Because
I
it's
bet.
built to do that. So it just goes back. That's what
That's
I hear.
crazy. That
Yeah.
is crazy. Thank God we have all like the med spa stuff nowadays. So
I
you're
know.
already used to like
Oh yeah, I
doing
bet you my
some
vagina's
bullshit.
gonna be tighter afterwards because I'm gonna be so fucking self-conscious about it. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
be doing
like,
every single procedure I can. Like,
stitch it up.
yeah,
Stitch it up.
stitch
Get
it
in
up.
there.
I need weird wands with like electro currents or whatever the fuck people. I don't know what the
Make it a small spa down
Yeah.
there. You know, put some new blinds in.
eucalyptus. Rearrange the furniture.
Oh, well, maybe the surrogates are getting this treatment too. Probably not. Apparently, the reason that they did these international bans is they were citing the poor treatment of women who were the surrogates. They were not paying them fairly, and some of the treatment conditions had been really close to what you would imagine a baby farm being.
Oh my god.
A ton of women packed into a room, living out their pregnancies, giving births, and basically thrown money and sent back home.
Ew.
So like, but this is the thing is like, then
Change
don't
that.
don't let that be a thing. Why are you getting rid of
Yeah.
the whole practice? Feels like there's a way that you can do this that is
Right.
not fucked up. So just
Yeah.
literally throwing the baby out with the bathwater here.
Yeah. Ew. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah, I don't like this one term baby farm. Hate that.
I hate
It's
that.
giving like the Matrix kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently, there are two types of surrogacies: altruistic, in which no money is exchanged beyond medical expenses. So that's probably like, oh, my gay best friends want to have a kid, and I'll carry it for them. Which, holy shit, that is a gift.
Yeah.
Good
I mean,
for bless those people, but like,
also, it's like it's a little close for comfort for me too. Like, you know, if like someone asked me to do that, I would be like, I don't know. It's like a
no,
lot.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I would definitely. I hate to say it, but I would not do it.
Yeah, and then every time you hang out with them and the baby, you're like, well, that's like my fucking baby. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
yo, like,
I'm gonna tell him to not touch that because I gave birth to him.
yeah, like weird.
They're like, you can't parent it, and well, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess maybe I see the Pope's point a little bit, but but apparently, of course, like surrogates can earn. This seemed low, $40,000.
That's not enough.
and sometimes tens of thousands more.
That is not enough. I feel like you should be able to, because like it's your whole year, right?
Yeah,
like it's
absolutely.
nine,
And then the
10
recovery?
months technically, 10 months of pregnancy, and then then you're all fucked up for like 2 months. So it's like the whole fucking year. So it's like if you're gonna be paying me a salary, like I want at least $80,000.
It seems like it should definitely be more than that, and I'm sure
Yeah.
in many I'm sure Khloe Kardashian probably paid out the
Yes.
butthole,
But then
out the vagina.
yeah, the other thing about Khloe Kardashian's surrogate is I'm sure it was like this: we're gonna have the chef bring you over the exact nutrients that Khloe, all that kind of shit.
Yes, I'm sure she got hooked up
Yeah,
for a year.
That's that's something to think about because she probably got paid like $500,000 plus like a meal pal.
It's so weird. It's crazy. It's such an interesting industry as a whole. I think we're really going through because the science has only recently gotten there that we can do all this stuff. Like my sister had 2 kids via egg donation.
Yeah.
But she didn't actually have them. She just donated her eggs.
Oh yeah,
And then
she does not have 2 children. She just gave
Yeah,
the eggs
well,
and created 2 children.
genetically she does.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But then I guess were they given to surrogates? I guess I need to ask.
They
'Cause
were
she
either
didn't
given to surrogates or if the mom of the kids was able to carry but just didn't have eggs left, they could like implant the embryo in the mom.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, one was a gay couple, so that was certainly via
definitely a
surrogate
surrogate.
in that
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Which is crazy how many parties were involved.
I know, right?
My sister gave the egg, gives it to the surrogate, who gets it with the gay guy's sperm.
Yeah.
Then they put that, and then they carry it in a fourth party. Like that's
It's
a
really-
lot. That's
it's amazing.
That is a lot of money going into this and science.
Yeah.
But at the same
Pretty
time,
cool.
now we're following this kid on Facebook and watching the
Are you allowed to do?
It depends on the relationship. So in this case, they actually wanted, like, they were like, we don't want it to be weird because we're gay. Like, obviously, this kid is going to know that we didn't. Like,
Right.
They're going to know that there was an element of additional.
How do you decide who's sperm?
Well,
that
that
would
is-
be like interesting.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a rocks, paper, or you're like, I'm smarter than you, so it's gonna be
Prob-
my sperm.
I
It's like,
bet
what
you-
the fuck?
I bet you go to the doctor and do like testing.
Oh, that makes more sense.
You
'Cause
know?
they'll be like, these sperms are healthier than these ones are swimming nice.
Yeah. Or
you
like
know?
you had like cancer for every family member.
Yeah,
so maybe we
yeah.
should go ahead and opt for the other
That's smart.
sperm. I don't know. But yeah, how
I was
about
being-
those fights?
I was being petty about it. I was like, I got better SAT scores.
And I'm like,
So-
cancer.
Yeah.
But I would definitely be, that would be a real trump card in a fight right there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, we used your sperm, so maybe we'll go to my restaurant tonight.
Oh God.
Maybe I get to choose where we're going to dinner since he had your sperm.
Jesus Christ. That's
Which, I
crazy.
mean, I would use it. But.
Oh yeah.
But it is weird. Oh, so what I was saying is that families can opt into what kind of a relationship they want to have with
Yeah.
the other people that are involved. And in
Okay.
this case, they were like, yeah, like they were like, depending on how the kid wants to go about it, we'd even like you to meet them at some point potentially
Wow.
when they're
I would be
older.
like, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't
My
know.
mom though is like a grandma kind of now.
Yeah.
By proxy almost. So she's just watching yearningly these little children grow up on Facebook because she was like, I want to be a grandma, but she
Dude.
can't be. It's weird.
There needs to be better boundaries. I'm sorry.
But they like it. They all added each other. They like know each other, you know?
all
But I hear you. I
Yeah.
personally would feel very uncomfortable with that.
Yes. Same. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's 2024, baby. We're
Yeah,
doing
hell
some new
yeah.
things. The Pope would hate that situation.
Oh, the Pope would hate it. The Pope would hate it.
Hate that situation.
Yeah.
But there we go.
All right, so I have one more story and just like very, very fucking cute. So
Okay.
basically there was a 75-year-old man named Rodney Holbrook, and he lives in the sticks somewhere in England. And every night he would like leave out he would just like leave stuff out in his little shed or whatever. He didn't even think about it. And then he would come back the next morning and they would all be tidied up. Like everything would be like all the bolts and stuff would be in like a nice neat corner. There would be like food
Okay.
that was like packed away perfectly. And he set up a camera and it turned out a mouse was tidying
What?
up his apartment or his shed. So this mouse, oh fuck. Well, we might not be able to see it, but whatever.
Wait, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be some like, friendly, I don't know, neighborhood child or something with
No.
some like local autistic kid came in and was like, I got to clean it all up.
Nope. Yeah,
Instead,
he was.
it's an autistic mouse.
It's a weird mouse that just kept being like, no, this goes here.
That's so funny. So it would just come in and like drag stuff around and like put it away.
Yeah.
That's the smartest mouse in the world.
I know, right? They should study him.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's basically it. And then he's not convinced that the mouse is living in his shed for some reason. I don't know. That's the
It's
weirdest
definitely
fucking
living
news
in your
story
shed.
ever.
Why would
He's
he
living
clean
in your-
up and then not live?
Yeah, he
the mouse
puts-
is like, you are such a slob, dude.
Yeah.
You clearly, your mother did not teach you to clean your room.
Yeah.
This mouse is pulling girlfriend duties over here.
So there's that. That's basically it.
Wow. Mr. Cinderella himself.
I know, how
Adorable.
cute.
That's so cute.
Oh, here he is tidying up.
Oh,
So, yeah,
he's got he's got it in his mouth and he's moving it onto.
He's
Oh my
putting-
God, he's putting it like in a basket or something.
Yeah, he's putting a bunch of things in baskets.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. All
Yeah.
right.
Tiny mouse helps man clean his shed. That's the last story I had.
I like it. Short, sweet. We talked about surrogacy.
That's
We
it.
talked about alcohol. We talked about
We talked
mice.
Exploding
Exploding
toilets.
toilets. It's been a hot one.
It has been a hot one. Well, I gotta go see Titanic.
You got to go see Titanic.
Yeah.
I got to go see Mean Girls.
Oh my god, what a wonderful afternoon we're having.
Yeah. Both musicals, I think, right?
Oh god,
I
I,
think
hate
Mean
a
Girls-
musical. Am I about to watch a fucking musical?
I think I am too.
God damn it.
Yeah. All right.
I hate it.
We'll let you know how they go.
All right.
And have the best week ever. Please like and subscribe. Give us 5 stars on whatever listening platform you utilize. We'd like to rack
Actually,
up some
all
more.
of them. That'd be
Actually,
great.
you know what? You have
know
some
what?
time.
Please. Yeah. Follow me at May_planner to follow the pod at Risque Business News.
And follow me at Laura Sogar. Come see us live. You can see that on our Instagrams where we post all
Yeesh.
that. And we will see you next week. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.